Well, finally we've got one of those perfect summer's days, and finally we've got to spend a little bit of time with some of the smaller pods of dolphins that one finds along this coast. We found a group of about 10 different individuals. It looked like quite a nice little family group. There were quite a few smaller individuals with some big males, and it was really a nice experience. These guys were pretty relaxed, as you can see, and with no swell, it was really nice to be able to spend a bit of time with them, a nice interaction. What quite often happens the first time you're in with these animals, they spend quite a bit of time with you and then they move off, and if you go up and jump in front of them again, they just give you this one glance pass and they just move off up the coast on their journey. From here we headed out to the Pinnacle. Straight away, one of the more curious sharks that you find on the Pinnacle, one of the big black tips came in and started almost buzzing me, just having a look and seeing what it was. Nothing aggressive, but definitely curious and coming closer and closer all the time. Quite a slender shark. Everything seems to be pretty pointy on these animals. Very pointy nose, big pointy dorsal fins and pectoral fins. We've waited for probably 3 or 4 weeks for the current to turn, and it's quite strange that when it does turn, all of a sudden you get all this good pelagic action. Dropping slightly deeper, we started seeing some of the other bigger shark species that you find on the Pinnacle. Lots of these Zambezi started circling below us. At first quite shy, the black tip kind of stuck around for quite a while, quite close, but you can see in the distance the Zambezi shark starting to move in. These are the sharks that really dominate this area. A much thicker set shark than what the black tips are. Very big front half of its body, big blunt heads. You quite often find these sharks taking a lot of the fishermen's hooks and lines. Here you can see the one with a big long lining hook in him. One of the sharks that was pretty curious was one that looked like he was pretty beaten up as well. Lopsided dorsal fin, and it didn't look like a deformity. It was definitely some kind of damage done to him. He had lots of marks down his flanks. Most of the Zambezis this morning were still fairly shy. Normally it takes 2 or 3 weeks for them to really get the feel of having all these strange scuba divers diving around them. It was a really good day, and really nice to be able to spend a bit of time with the Zambezi sharks.